Everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane, and this is Altcoin Disrupt. Today we'll be talking about Balancer. It's a fascinating cryptocurrency, and I've done a little bit of research about it, and I think you guys will really enjoy this. So, we will be taking a full in-depth look at Balancer. But before we do that, remember to hit that subscribe button to Disrupt and leave a like and leave a comment. Let me know what coin I should research next. What coin would you like me to make a video about next? Take an in-depth dive at any cryptocurrency, one of your favorites. Just let me know. But let's get into it. So what is Balancer? Balancer is a DeFi platform known as a market maker. In shorter words, it's called AMM. That can be used for swapping ERC20 assets easily. And we're going to go through a brief explanation of this, and then we're going to go to the most unique thing about this platform. Balancer is a type of DeFi protocol known as an automated market maker. Rather than using order books to process and trade, it directly swaps one asset for another via user-created liquidity pool. Users can help govern the platform using Balancer, and that's quite fascinating. But I really want to get to the most interesting thing about Balancer. So, as we know, it's an automated market maker platform. Balancer differs from standard centralized exchange in that you don't need to create an account to use this platform, nor complete any verification steps. Guys, this is revolutionary. It is completely permissionless. Completely permissionless. And the key word there is permissionless. Anybody can use Balancer to either trade, create, provide liquidity to balance a pool. Unlike many other automated market maker, pool operators are able to set their own swap fees. This has made Balancer one of the cheapest places for trading stablecoins. Something that can be expensive on competing platforms like Uniswap due to the minimum 0.3% fee. And obviously, as we know, Uniswap is another place for swapping tokens such as ERC20 tokens. And these are becoming more and more fascinating, more and more popular. So, Balancer also incorporates a governance token into the mix known as Balancer. 145,000 of these governance tokens are distributed to liquidity providers each week for a total of 7.2 Balancer per year. As a governance token, Balancer is used for voting on a governance proposals, allowing stakeholders to have a say in the future development of the platform. Uniswap is one of Balancer's largest competitors. So if you understand Uniswap, you'll understand Balancer. They're both two places where you can swap tokens. But the key difference with Balancer is that you don't need to register. It's completely permissionless. You don't need to verify anything. You don't even need an account. So what can you do with Balancer? Pool creation. Users can create various types of liquidity pool, including private, public, and smart pools. Add liquidity. Balancer users can add liquidity to public pool and earn a fraction of any fees it's generated. Vote. Voting is important in many cryptocurrency community. So Balancer token holders can propose and vote on governance proposal. So if you have a large sum of Balancer token, you get a say in where the community goes and where the coin and the platform goes in the future, how it's developed. So building on, developers can easily build their own Balancer app using its library. In other words, a decentralized app, which is basically a dApp. But right there it just says app. But I'm pretty sure it's a dApp. So as we know, there's many things that work well with Balancer, such as Coinbase Pro. This is places where you can buy them. MetaMask is another place where you can hold your tokens. It's a mobile wallet. So guys, I must remind you that I'm not a financial provider. Sorry, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So this video is just for educational purposes and entertainment. I'm really just learning about Balancer, and I want to teach you guys about it as well because it's a fascinating token that I think everyone can benefit from knowing and understand what it is. So with the explosion in interest in decentralized finance, which is basically DeFi, the word DeFi has been driving the crypto space crazy for the last past couple of years. In recent months, decentralized exchanges platforms have become increasingly popular as a way to exchange crypto assets and earn a passive income. And one of the biggest problems with exchanging crypto assets is the transaction fees and the transfer fees. When you're moving your cryptos around, there's always a transaction fee. When you're buying your cryptos, there's always a fee. So Balancer is one of those places that is looking to help solve this problem by making it as cheap as possible and by allowing you to choose how much you want your transfer fee or your buying fee to be. It's fascinating. So, powering these decentralized exchanges are DeFi protocols such as Balancer, an automated market maker that enjoys a staggering uptick in interest thanks to a variety of innovative features that sets it apart from competitors such as Uniswap. Excuse me, guys. Like I said, Uniswap is very similar to Balancer. They're very similar, but like I said, the unique thing about Balancer is that you don't need an account. So what is this token? Like how much is it? Can it 100x? Those are my question. Max supply is 100 million, and that's not a small supply, but it's reasonable. I think that's a really reasonable supply. Total supply is 35 million, and obviously reported circulating supply is 6.9 million. That's a circulating supply, guys. So can this token 100x? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's a big if. That's a big if. There's a lot of decentralized DeFi platform for exchanging tokens. So it's becoming extremely competitive, which means that there's developers are actually pushing for a more unique set of ideas to differ their platform from other platforms such as Uniswap. So as you can see, Balancer platform wants to be as different from Uniswap as possible. They want to be as better as possible, as more simpler simple as can be. To be honest, that's why you don't need an account. So the fact that this DeFi market is becoming so popular. The decentralized crypto exchange market and platforms are becoming so popular. I really don't know where it's going to go and who's going to stay at the top and who's going to stay at the bottom. Now, Balancer doesn't say anything about being fully decentralized because obviously it's based on a company that have shares in the actual company, such as shareholders, so they have a say in what happens with the platform. And as you can see, it looks like the majority of the coins are in the possession of the company because only 35 million of the coin is probably available for customer at the moment, and only 6.9 million of those coins are available to be bought at this moment. So it's interesting because the majority of the coin you own is probably the more control you have over the platform and system. So that's interesting in itself. So obviously it's a ERC20 token and it runs on Ethereum, but like I said, I don't think it's fully decentralized. And something doesn't have to be fully decentralized to be successful. It certainly does not have to be fully decentralized, but being fully decentralized usually is the best way to go because it avoids any point of complication, because as we know, centralized systems are heavily controlled and they're easily changeable, and if these coins can just be minted, then how valuable do you think the tokens will be in the future? Now I must say, it's already at £42. I don't know if it's going to 100x, but it has a good possibility of going up even further. I can definitely see this thing 20x, 30x, maybe even 40x, but I'm not too sure about 100x. 100x is a big number when it comes to £42, but it also has a supply of circulating supply of 69 million. So if they mint more coins or they destroy more coins will determine how much that price goes up in the future, which is something I don't know if they'll do because I simply don't know if they can mint more. I think they can. Most company can mint more coin, but they haven't made it specifically clear if they can't mint more coin. So that's always an interesting thing to look upon. Now, the future of this. Since its first launch in March 2020, Balancer growth has been nothing short of astounding. It is now the ninth largest DEX by trading volume and the eighth largest Ethereum DeFi app by total value locked. So, but it's still early days for the project. Obviously, it's early days. I mean, it's only been out one year. It was launched 1 year exactly in March 2020. 1 year exactly. So considering that it's achieved this much in that short period of time, I'd say it's definitely got some great potential, and it's already 100x since its inception. So I think, hold on, I might be wrong about that actually. My apologies. So not exactly 100x, but there was a time when it was at 6.5 pounds. There was a time when it was extremely cheap at 6.4 pounds. Around £6, I'd say, is the cheapest it's been. But since its inception, it started at £15.70, and it's rise up to its all-time high that it is right now at £42. So it's definitely got some great potential for the future. And because of its reasonable supply, I'd say it definitely has a chance of 20x and 30x it. So over the coming months, years, Balancer development will be focused on moving towards a silver release and golden release, the next two scheduled updates for the platform. And we can have a discussion about those updates because they sound interesting. Maybe there's more decentralized things that are included in those updates. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems that there's a development file on this. So there's the bronze release. I'd like to see the silver release. That's what I'd like to see. There's not much information here about it, but basically the bronze release is the first of 3 planned releases of Balancer protocol. Bronze emphasizes code clarity for auditors and variation and does not go to great lengths to optimize for gas. The silver release will bring many gas optimization and architecture changes that will reduce the transaction overhead and enables more flexibility for managed pools. The golden release will introduce a curious new liquidity mechanism to the market. Fascinating. The golden release will introduce a curious new liquidity mechanism to the market. That's interesting. And the silver release will bring many gas optimization and architecture changes that will reduce the transaction overhead and enables more flexibility for managed pools. So that's extremely fascinating. So I'm looking forward to this. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys found that interesting. And I hope you guys have a proper understanding of what Balancer is and what they're trying to do. They're a bit similar to Uniswap, but you don't need an account and the transaction fees are a lot cheaper. So that's the simplest explanation. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, hit that like button, share this video with a few friends if they're interested in cryptocurrencies. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for